Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm here today talking about a game that's almost a part of my childhood. The first game that I played in my life was Captain Claw. This is a 1986 classic for the Commodore 64. But it has a hidden and told story behind it. Every level has a little detail that connects it to a dark pirate legend. And together they all weave the tale of a curse that lies upon this very treasure. You just have to know what to look for. So let me explain. Here's the box art of the game. And here we can see Captain Claw himself, a skeletal pirate clutching his treasure chest. He looks like he's just stepped right out of the page. Right there on the back we can read about the evil ghost of Captain Claw who guards his treasure in the highest tower of Skull Rock. The object of the game is to help our hero climb the tower and claim the riches before the clock runs out. But now I want to tell you the untold story of Captain Claw and how every level tells part of the legend. This isn't going to be your usual walkthrough. I've got something special planned, a complete lore for this game that I wrote a few months ago. Every single level has been meticulously recreated here with an image taken from the game and edited by hand to match the story I've come up with. It's gonna be epic. So sit back and enjoy the show. Our story begins in a small village on the coast. Our hero lives here with his family. One day he hears a rumor that there is buried treasure somewhere on the nearby island of Skull Rock. Excited to make his fortune, he sets sail across the water and makes landfall on the eastern shore. From here, he begins his quest to find the lost gold. He climbs up the first rocky crag and finds some coconuts. They say that on Skull Rock coconuts grow on trees. So I thought it would be appropriate to have them here. On the second crag, our hero finds a campfire and a mug, suggesting that someone had camped here before him, perhaps looking for treasure too. At the top of the third crag, he finds a skeleton wearing a tricorn hat, just like Captain Claw. There's also a message here written in large stones, "Beware the ghostly pirate." So it seems this island is cursed by pirates, and the treasure must be guarded by one of their ghosts. The fourth crag holds a large pile of gold coins. Our hero is so excited to find treasure so early on, but he quickly moves on to the next challenge. Hidden in the crevices of the fifth crag is a message written in smaller stones that says, "Turn back while you still can." Our hero, determined to succeed, ignores the warning and climbs higher. At the top of the sixth crag, he comes face to face with the ghostly pirate captain, Captain Claw. Startled, our hero drops his anchor, but the ghostly apparition only stares at him for a moment before dissolving into a pile of dust. It's just a bluff, a trick of the light. Reassured, our hero continues on to the final crag, only to be confronted by yet another ghostly figure. In front of him stands a muscular skeleton wearing a red sash around his waist, holding a cutlass in his bony hand. His expression is fierce, his eyes burning with an otherworldly light. But even as our hero freezes in fear, the ghostly pirate turns and disappears into the rocks without a sound. So our hero claims the treasure, but will it bring him fortune or will it be cursed? That remains to be seen. As we continue to play and climb higher and higher, the difficulty increases. The levels become more complex and the time limit gets shorter. But as our hero ascends further, more of the ghostly pirates appear, each one more menacing than the last. Here's a close-up of the first one. Look at how detailed the artwork is. These are not official sprites for the game. They were all drawn by hand after taking screenshots. A lot of work went into this. On the seventh crag, the ghostly Cuddy appears holding two pistols. On the eighth crag, we have the ghostly cabin boy with a red stripe down his skull. On the ninth crag, we have the ghostly musketeer with a feather in his hat. And finally, on the 10th crag, the clock strikes 13 and the ghostly captain confronts our hero one last time. But who is this skeletal pirate? Why does he guard this treasure? Let us go back to the beginning and start at the very first level and piece together the clues. Here's the legendary map of Skull Rock Island. Each dot represents a level from the game. We can see that the path to the treasure takes us past many landmarks, some familiar and some not. According to the map, The legend goes that somewhere beneath the surface of the water near the village lies the resting place of the infamous pirate Captain Bloodworth. And why is this important? Well, the developers of the game took inspiration from real historical pirates when creating these characters. For example, Captain Bloodworth is likely based on the infamous pirate Captain Henry Every, who was known for his brutality and ruthlessness. Could it be that the treasure we seek belongs to this very same pirate? What secrets does it hold? And what dark magic was performed here on Skull Rock? But for now, we must follow the path and continue our quest. As we make our way along the coastline, we can see the wreckage of a ship on the beach, a reminder of the dangers that lie ahead. Legend has it that this is the very same vessel that Captain Bloodworth sailed to plunder the riches of the New World. Now it rests in pieces on the shore, a warning to any who would seek to follow in his footsteps. What will we find next on our journey? What other secrets will we uncover? Only time will tell. To find out what happens next, please follow the map. Our hero continues his quest, climbing higher and higher into the heart of Skull Rock. With each step, the atmosphere becomes more ominous, the air thick with the feeling of dread and foreboding. He passes through a graveyard, each headstone marking the final resting place of a victim of the curse. Some bear the names of real pirates, such as Blackbeard and Morgan, while others are the stuff of legend. As he climbs higher, the ghostly pirates grow more numerous and aggressive. Their spectral forms appear and disappear at the edge of his vision, taunting him with their ethereal glow. Despite the danger, our hero presses on, driven by his desire to break the curse and claim the treasure for himself. But what awaits him at the top of the tower? And can he survive the wrath of the ghostly pirates? That remains to be seen. But for now, he must keep climbing, for the fate of Skull Rock hangs in the balance. Our hero reaches the top of the tower, only to find that the treasure chest is empty. The ghostly pirates have won, and the curse of Skull Rock continues. Will our hero escape with his life? Or will he become another victim of the ghostly pirates? Only time will tell. But as the sun sets over Skull Rock, our hero makes one final stand. He faces off against the ghostly captain in an epic battle that will determine the fate of the island. With sword raised high, our hero charges into the fray. Can he break the curse of Skull Rock, or will he join the ghostly pirates in their eternal slumber? And that's the end of the untold story of Captain Claw. If you like this video, then be sure to leave a like and comment below. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.